there something you need to say?
Just like before, just what we talked. Tell me what year you used to live. I also did a little research.
Holy cow!
Can you read what other word is with Nikki?
Is there something
Hello everybody, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. Let me just tweak up the mic, get the mic nice and loud for you guys. Hello! Alrighty. So this is another episode of Spirit Box Weekly. We're going to be testing out the... let me turn that camera, it's kind of off a little bit. There you go. Alright. Yeah, this is another episode of Spirit Box Weekly. We'll be testing out the IB-1, the Impossible Box. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And I did change some things around. The amp is no longer right here. I do have candles with crystals right here. We also have the thermal. The thermal is going to be instigated for all our shows from now on. But pretty much, I'd like to just give everybody a huge thank you for tuning in. Tonight we're going to have a show right after this, about a half hour after this. It's our Halloween special. We're going to be featuring Ghosthunterapps for the Halloween special. Our first ever Halloween special, actually. We're also going to be instigating a Ouija board session. I do have a few guests that will be coming in for the show. And it should be a lot of fun. The audio is kind of low, you said. How's that? Is that better for everybody? Let me go like this real quick. All right, everybody should be able to hear me now. Apologize about that. But tonight we're going to be doing a Halloween special, 11:30 until 1:30 in the morning. Right after this show. This is our third week testing the IB-1, and let's go ahead and do that. We don't have any other shows other than the Halloween special tonight, but tune in, it should be very interesting. While this is loading, I'd like to give some shout-outs to everybody that's in here. Right off the top of my head, I see Paraghoster. Thanks for being here, buddy. We got Lucifer Ron, who used to do the show with us. Hin Beneath, Mary Dallas, Rebecca M. Ghost of Britain, Lee, thanks so much for being here, buddy. I can't imagine how early it is for you. Aaron, thanks for being here. LP, Love Peace Paranormal, thanks for being here. And Digits, thanks for tuning in. Let me see who else we got in here as well. Doppel, thanks so much for being in here. Love all your support and everything you're doing, buddy. Joe Sweeney, Blind Monkey, and I think that's everybody right there. And for anybody that's tuning in, don't forget, after this show, we'll have a half-hour break to switch everything around a little bit. And then we have our Halloween special, 11:30 p.m. Eastern to 1:30 a.m. Eastern. And that should be a lot of fun. I do have the IBM right up here. Audio should already be patched in. I tested it earlier. I do have a mirror right here behind me. So maybe any reflection could be casted. The candles are actually on a mirror as well. Hopefully, they say mirrors are almost like a doorway. So it's just something I'd like to try out a little bit. See Let's see what happens with that. We got David Coffin as well.
8553.
Most insane accident.
Any park in finance, oil was worth 46 US dollars.
I can turn that down just a tad. That's really loud. Hello, hello. Is there anybody here with us right now?
Here and there.
Any spirits that may like to try to communicate? We'd be happy to listen, happy to hear you.
Qualify on that score. No, I mean, you could judge a bathing beauty contest. A photo of some words.
Let's try that right there. This is Dominic. Any spirits in communication would be more than honored to try to speak with you.
Are you ready, Olympia? I will be in a minute. Hurry up. He could wait.
We like the water meter and the boutique.
And again, if anybody sees anything within the thermal, please let it me know in the chat. I'd be happy to look at that after the show.
It can be true. So I believe you.
Any spirits, tonight is supposed to be the night that
Air reported 20 to 30 feet landing on a freeway.
tonight's the night the veil is supposed to be the thinnest. Any
The DEA monitors what they write in terms of prescriptions, and if it surpasses their little numbers that say, let's go investigate.
Any spirits are more than welcome to try to communicate. Try to use this device.
Chance that you're going to
Speak as loudly as you can. This is Dominic. Could you let me know what your name is, if you don't mind? Go ahead and switch this actually over to mode 2. Do that real quick. This is a non-English bank. This is attached to that mini FX, which I can turn down the effects a little bit. So I have it on delay, so it elongates the response. We can change the effects around. I can change that right here. Let's try that. Let's do that real quick. Hello? Hello, hello? Any spirits in communication with you? We'd love to try to communicate with you. That's like an echo. That's like a hall. Let's leave it on that one. Give it a little more echo-ish to it. Any spirits in communication? This is Hallow's Eve. How do you feel? Are you able to You able to transport and come closer to us? You have nothing to be afraid of.
وأن تصلح أمره وشأنه فإنك ذو القوة المتين يا غافر الزلات ومقيل العثرات وماحي الخطيئات وقابل اعتذار المعتذرين نسألك أن تكون لنا.
Any spirits, take your time and try to communicate. If hello. Now, basically, just to explain this a little bit for everybody, this tablet has Bluetooth. This right here is a Bluetooth speaker, which is patched into it so that if there's a disruption, it can go through that speaker into the amplifier under this table, which then patches into, well, the audio. This is a noise reduction pedal right here, which should filter out some of the noise. Then there's a multi-effects pedal. Multi-effects pedal right here. If I do that, there's your delay. That's the delay. Any entities or spirits that would like to try to communicate, again, it is Halloween. Is this the best time to try to communicate with you? Or is there just too many people? And I know there's a spirit that's here. You're always here. You have nothing to be afraid of.
هي كلمة الليبرالية. كثيرون يقولون نحن ليبراليون. وبعضهم يقول أنا ليبرالي. هذه الكلمة شاعت في الآونة الأخيرة وازداد أمرها ظهورا بعد ما يسمى بالربيع العربي.
Well, the Bluetooth is actually from the creator Anthony Sanchez. Instigated the Bluetooth to basically be the bridge. Well, I see we got Jen Treasure Trove in here. I'm not sure if she's able to hear. We're doing a Halloween special for everybody that's interested, starting at 11:30 tonight. Any spirits, if you can try to communicate while this is rambling, or if you can cause this to help you communicate, the theory is you can use this device to communicate. You trigger it to turn on. Can you give any proof to that? Can you Can you show us that actually happens? In the count of 10, could you make this work? Okay, if it didn't crash, maybe. Since it did crash, let's do a burst session real quick. And then after that, we'll go ahead and turn that back on. I think the burst sessions are very useful. Any spirits? This is a voice recorder. You are more than welcome to try to communicate with us right now. Please take your time and try to speak as loudly as you can. I'd just like to know how you are. How have things been for you? Are you confused, or are you happy where you are? How you are? That was a minute anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and play this back.
Any spirits? This is a voice recorder. You are more than welcome to try to communicate with us right now. Please take your time. Please take welcome to try to communicate with us right now. Please take your time and try to speak as loudly as you can. I'd just like to know how you are. How have things been for you? Are you confused, or are you happy where you are? How you are?
Yeah. There is a dog that we're taking care of, which is downstairs, and I hear him barking again. I hear him making noise again. I apologize about that. I may actually have to leave the room to quiet him down. Basically, if you're seeing any light behind me, there is a road that goes this direction, and you may be seeing lights from that. Maybe seeing lights from cars coming in this direction going towards the city. Again, there's not much traffic on this road though. There is a little bit more today because of, being the 30th. And I am on a second story. This is not a door behind me. This is actually a window. There's a painting over it. But yeah, let's turn the IB1 back on. We'll do another burst session in a little bit. It's turned on right now. Lights. If it was lights, if it was car lights, it shouldn't cast anything in the thermal because they're at such a far distance. So I mean that would be the way to look at it and figure it out. Alright, we'll leave this on bank 1 right now.
Right near it, with the lease running out and no utilization plan.
Any spirits of communication? What would you like to talk about? I've been told by numerous people, don't ask stupid questions. You know, that's something we shouldn't do. You don't typically ask a stranger what their name is. So I would say, what do you like to do? What was your profession? And any spirits, what is your faith?
Last night, I heard a car pull up.
Yes, we had guests.
What is your religion? What is your faith?
Your mortgage has been sold or assigned since closing the loan. It may be defective, and you may be paying the wrong party and the lender.
Buy Christmas gifts for kids anymore.
Listen to me, if you can just put on Christmas.
You wouldn't be able to see taillights. You'd be able to see headlights.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to see taillights. That's almost impossible. You're going through a window. It's not likely it's gonna. Not likely to pick up an engine through a window. You're talking almost 200 feet, 150, 200 feet.
The fact that those Republican candidates didn't halfway through the
That
it's.
So, give them a try.
the leaders of our nations.
There's no doubt there were two governments. There's the provisional government and the permanent government. And every once in a while you have a shrink called an election.
That is a true point, Digits.
Not within our jurisdiction. I shall revoke the order. Well, that unfortunately is impossible, or very difficult, or highly inadvisable.
Any spirits in communication? Is there a certain individual you would like to try to communicate with? I just heard a car go by, so if anybody saw red lights, that would be the tail lights, but I doubt that. Yeah, thermal cannot go through glass. It can catch a reflection, but it cannot catch anything beyond the glass. Any spirits, can you change this station? Can you change this station? Can you change the next 2 stations immediately?
Radio.
What kind of music do you like? Can you trigger the type of music that you like to play by switching through all the different stations? Can you do that? This is known as a spirit box. This device is supposed to allow you to turn it to change the stations. It's streaming live radio, and with the live radio, that is supposed to give you a chance to communicate, a chance to speak.
Through the winter.
Join you.
Is this programmed to change when I speak?
5,000 times bigger than Earth. A home, cruel, Prince Pacarati. Outside the Mormont have in just a few moments, and Mormont for 1,750 other terrific prizes you can win in the Name the Planet contest.
Huh.
Good luck, Zebras, but I tell you to use paper like everybody else.
They won my home.
I said, this isn't working.
Over and be compelled to
Take your time. Keep tampering with this. You can do this.
Pete Atkin.
In Won't You Come Home Disraeli with Prince.
Is there a way I can help you make this work better? Take your time.
He's a horse also from Europe now.
Keep trying to test this out. This is good stuff right here. This is stuff I like listening to. Oh, you're not a fan.
after this avalanche is reported.
35,000.
Alright, well, again, with any of the applications with Ghosthunterapps, as I've explained numerous times, you need to have a 2 gig system with your tablet, and this is actually a 1 gig system. It does utilize the system. All the other ones usually last a lot longer. This one seems to, like clockwork, kind of stop working after 15-20 minutes. But I kind of like the idea of doing a burst session when it crashes, so we can test that out. So what I'm going to do is try that again. Any spirits in communication, this is a voice recorder. Basically, with this, I'm going to try to record your voice, and then I can play it back and try to answer you right now. You have nothing to be afraid of. I will not try to hurt you in any way. Left. Straight. Right. Behind.
Any spirits in communication, this is a voice recorder. Basically, with this, I'm going to try to record your voice, and then I can play it back and try to answer you right now. You have nothing to be afraid of. I will not try to hurt you in any way.
Huh.
Left. Straight.
everybody in the chat is asking what that clicking noise is. The clicking noise is the capture of the thermal camera. That's what that click noise is that you keep hearing. When the thermal camera captures, it goes click, and you'll actually see how there's a slight delay. There's a click in between that, which is when it's capturing it. I definitely heard something on this. Possibly thought it said talking to all, or talking to all of us. It was in there. And again, I'm going to go ahead and start up that IB1. I'm going to try to do what I did last week and just leave it in the room playing by itself. Any spirits in communication or in this area, I hear you every night. Whether you know it or not, I hear you every night. Usually tapping in that corner right there. I've heard you tap from that side to that side to that side to that side to that side. And we've checked for mice, we've checked for squirrels, we've checked for numerous different things and have not found a reasonable explanation for it. If you would like to try to communicate, or if you're pissed off because we're trying to communicate, please let us know. I'm going to go ahead and turn the IB1 on. Let's go ahead and turn this back on. And everybody in the chat, any questions, try to answer each other respectfully, and you know, everybody has their opinions. All right, I'm gonna leave this going. I will leave the room, so if anything can happen, I will not be in this room. You're gonna hear a door shut, and you will not be able to hear me. Any spirits, try to utilize these devices to try to communicate.
محصور ترك لهم المال. مشكلتهم أن هذا المسكين الذي بخل على نفسه للأجر، بل البعض منا بخل على نفسه حتى بما على نهجه واقتفى أثره وتبع سنته إلى يوم الدين وسلم تسليما كثيرا.
ขอลองก้าวตัวก็มองพอดีที่สี่ขึ้น Trong những mùa thì cho sự nhớ về mình cũng chỉ đi những cái như anh đã đánh cả đi nhau cho mình được mình sống đi nhau cho
من هذا الملأ
Hello.
أمام نصائح ووظائفهم
Hello? Did you just say my name? Here's the plasma ball, everybody. So we can. That right there is. Those would be probably the candles. The plasma ball itself isn't on. Actually have it off. It's not that. It's kind of interesting. What the hell is that? Huh. I'm very curious with the mirror off to the left, the possibility of something popping up with that. everybody's going to see the thing where it says watch new episodes of Beyond Our Belief. That's going to be an exclusive show on Daily Motion and on Vimeo. One is Beyond Our Belief Angels. The other is Beyond Our Belief Demons. Pay attention to Daily Motion and Vimeo, and those episodes will be coming up hopefully within the next week or so. Alright, and I'm going to do one last burst session. Do that right now. And then start setting up for our 11:30 show. So everybody stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and do one more burst session. And let's see what we capture. I believe there was a female that I heard come through this. Said something about talking. Are you trapped here? Are you trapped in this location? Is your name Rebecca? Is your name Bridget? Is your name Emily? Is your name Emily?
We capture. I believe there was a female we captured. I believe there was a female that I heard come through this. Said something about talking.
Para 1, that's actually incorrect. You could see the facial.
Are you trapped here? Are you trapped in this location? Is your name Rebecca? Name Rebecca. Is your name Bridget? Is your name Emily? Is your name Emily?
Alright, and I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. With a thermal, I actually have captured a person's face. They had to be at a distinctly different distance from me, and the location was 53 degrees, and they are putting off a temperature of 77 degrees, but at about a 5-foot distance I was able to actually see, I could see their facial hair with the Seek thermal, which is the thermal that I'm utilizing right now. Everybody, don't forget to tune in another half hour or so for our Halloween special, 11:30 to 1:30 a.m. Thermals cannot see through glass, but they can catch a reflection. Just for anybody out there that would like to get any more information about that, a good source for information, if you have any questions, is actually National Paranormal Society on Facebook. They have quite a few different individuals. I was actually able to contact somebody about a thermal image that I had captured. I thought it was something huge, and it was actually a reflection, which we do have that video on Paraglobal TV. It's the only video on Paraglobal TV of the show that we started to do. But if anybody's interested to see what a reflection looks like with a thermal, check out the video. It's Stranger Truths But Fiction, and we'll be back in 30 minutes with our Halloween special. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you don't make it back, and if I don't get to see you again, have a happy Halloween. Be safe, be smart, and have some fun.